During the 1860s, the American Civil War, also known as the War between the States, was the most brutal and costly war fought in America. It was a conflict between the Northerners, known as the Union State, and the Southerners, who were the Confederates. For 4 years, the Union fought to preserve unity in America, while the Confederates fought to break free and defend their homes, both sides inspired to fight by patriotism. But as the war raged on, many soldiers struggled to leave their family and had difficulties coping with the new changes in the environment. The life of a Civil War soldier in camp was horrendous, for they had to face cases like disease, hunger, homesickness, anxiety, and depression. During these camps, there were regimental bands who provided music daily, and this aided the soldiers in a variety of ways. Throughout the daily lives of soldiers, music amused and comforted them, as well as it reinforced the affiliations of their comrades and created a sense of national unity. At times, soldiers turned to music as a way of comfort, as it fetched back memories of home, family, and friends. It also took their minds off of the dreadfulness of the war. Often, the lyrics of the songs are consisted of the past encounters with soldiers and the challenges they have faced, since music also gave soldiers better outlets to express their feelings. Although the nation was split up, it was during this era where a distinguishing national music style started to appear. Both sides of the war, the North and the South, shared collective music with little difference. There are songs that has lyrics describing the war and details on the life of soldiers, having purposes like boosting soldiers in the war emotionally or just to tell a story. Most of these songs were relatable though, no matter if they were part of the Union or Confederate, for the music was created by soldiers who have experienced the unforgiving war. No matter which side they were on, each one pondered on the fact whether they were going to survive the next day or the one after that, and be able to return home to his family. A popular Union Civil War song named Battle Hymn of the Republic by George Frederick Root was mainly used as a rallying cry among the troops and civilians during the war. It helped boost the soldiers in war and in their camp life as well. Another one, The Rebel Soldier, a folk song from southern Appalachia, has a Confederate soldier pining for his family and his sweetheart. This song focuses on the story of how the soldier is contemplating on his life and writing down whatever comes to mind. Not only did soldiers listen to bands in camp who play music, many joined in to perform as well. The camp bands provided many opportunities to socialize and gain bonds between other soldiers. While playing, soldiers had something to do to take off things that weighed them down from their mind, and this allowed them to be able to cope in the camps during the long years of war. According to Joe's study, arguably, cooperation increases trust between individuals and increases one's chance of future cooperation. Important factors in human evolutionary success and societal stability. This shows that playing in a band added to their social life in camp and formed trust amongst each other, since it was required that the members of the band to play together in order to create harmony. With an increase in trust and collaboration, there would be a better chance of working well together while fighting on the battlefield. Not only that, music improved the morals of the soldiers in the camps as well. In the past years of the war, music had helped so much that during the Civil War, despite the opposing political parties with their own ideals, they would set aside their differences and become united by the common interest of music. Music helped create a sense of national unity, as well as a sense of brotherhood among the many men in the armies. There were at times a sense of compassion amongst each other, despite of their unique background and their own set of colors. Scott Gacht suggests the idea that the Confederacy lost the war due in part to a lesser musical culture, since music, especially patriotic music, surprisingly affects how one acts. Also, it gave a psychological effect on the soldiers they were invincible to any harm and promoted the fear factor to be absolute from their minds. Music was an essential aspect during the Civil War, and the fact that it aided soldiers personally cannot be ignored. It entertained, consoled the troubled souls of the soldiers, and even strengthened bonds between the people who fought beside them. It also helps create an attempt of connecting the bitterly divided sides of America, unifying the nation in a certain aspect. Confederate General Robert E. Lee stated, "I don't believe we can have any army without music. In other words, without music, we will not have the willpower or courage to fight onward." Therefore, with music, there is the sound of blaring horns for courage, or the beating of drums to install fear into the hearts of the enemies.